Good morning, my friends, and welcome to this special time together on our Sunday morning experience at Tri City Religious Science Center. And we do welcome you with love. Let's move forward with our lesson this morning. Understanding that there is a presence in the universe and it is loving. The love of this presence in action as us is the manifestation of a greater good that is unfolding always if we connect with it and act from it. You see, most metaphysicians can understand the creative presence of the causative mind of God. They can do this without question. The word love is one that cannot be defined except in part. You see, this is also true of the of the definition of God, mind, truth. But an emotion of the early years is something that came forth in a world that kind of you have love of parents, you have love in marriage, you have love with dear friends, you have all kinds of different aspects of love. You see, this kind of love, my friends, is not easy to understand. Divine love as a perfect presence through all creation and all people is impersonal. It acts alike through all, yet personal to each one who senses it. Or was it Dr. Tom Costa used to point out, be the person your dog thinks you are. But again, love is sometimes not easy to understand. Divine love as a perfect presence through all creation, all people, is again impersonal. It is impersonal, yet personal to each one who senses it. You see, for most people, it's a platitude and little else. Why? Because its great depth of meaning in your life, my life, everyone's life, escapes the non-serious student. Its great depth of meaning in your life, my life, everyone's life, escapes the non-serious student. It escapes the contemplation by the consciousness of a confused mind, but it becomes clear to the consciousness of a creative mind, a quiet mind, a mind that knows how to meditate, a mind that knows how to direct from truth, not about truth. See, there's a difference in self-motivation and self-realization. Self-motivation is trying to make it happen. Self-realization is letting happen. Let it happen. Let it happen. We're told to let go and let God. You see, it has to be contemplated by the consciousness of a quiet mind. I now become still. I discover the truth that sets me free. It is a feeling beyond people and things. It is an awareness that everything is immersed in goodness and love. It is everywhere present. Being impersonal, it is not selective. It is, and those who so spiritually seek it in consciousness, what happens? They begin to grasp the truth of what it is. It has nothing to do with human opinions. It has no knowledge of good and bad, right and wrong. It never sits in judgment. It brings larger vistas of consciousness to the one who is even slightly aware of it. It knows nothing of stress. It knows nothing of strain. So it gives peace. It gives peace to the one who senses it. Choose you this day the blessing or the curse. It's not two powers. It's two ways to use one power. Excuse me. You see the spiritual goodness of omnipotence is the awareness of omnipresence, which is the whole creative thought and action. Is the truth of our being. It gives of itself. It gives of itself to those who are concerned with the discovery of it and the discern of it when they discover it and see it and know it. Once you see anything in a clear way, you can't go back and accept a vague explanation of it. So, great world teaches. Right now the world's teaching us something. Pay attention to it. The mystics have told us about it. They've written about it. They have all said that its availability to each searcher is there for them to discover, to take time in quiet thought and contemplate it in a beautiful way. Contemplate its love, its power, its ability to find answers to anything that's needed. You see, all negatives such as worry and fear close the consciousness of, it closes it to awareness, the awareness of it. All negatives such as worry and fear close the consciousness. Affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment, constant right, and optimistic thinking open the doors of consciousness and let the light of love shine through. And mist what are we talking about? We're talking about looking through the list of material beliefs. Conscious mind is able to look through that Again, thinking, positive thinking, affirmative acceptance opens the doors of consciousness and lets the light of love shine through the mist of material belief. That's the way it is. Dr. Ernest Holmes, the founder of religious science, was aware of this living presence. His lectures and writings speak of it often. This permanent goodness is above all wars, it's above all fears, it's above all confusion and doubt. It's above all rumors of confusion, doubt, or fear, and negative expectancy. It's above that. It is where you are. It is your today consciousness. So this Sunday, set your day right in motion. Know that this power is where you are. This power is today's consciousness. Be still long enough to be aware of it. Let it be your way. And have a beautiful day today. Happy Sunday. So it is, was, and shall be forever. And now, my friends, again, thanking you for sharing this time with me this morning. Reminding you that this podcast is on Sundays and Wednesdays, or anytime you want to punch into it or click into it and find out what I'm talking about that day. This podcast is on the air because of your wonderful love and support. I want to thank you and ask you for your love and support. Our center has been closed now for almost a year. And we truly thank all of you who have been sending donations through the mail. Our wonderful Katrina Anderson will put up information on how to do that. And she does it with love, as I do, and we both. And all of our board and members and practitioners and ministers, thank you for your support. Have a beautiful day today. And now let's go within, knowing the truth of our being is God in action. We speak from this awareness, knowing that whatever needs to change for the better, that change has already taken place in mind, in heart. We speak our word for our world, our country, our health, our positive unfoldment, our abundance, our prosperity, our loving relationships, our family and friends, and to anyone who's lost anyone as a result of this virus or anything else, we release them with love. Loving hands met them here, loving hands meet them there. And we let this treatment be true in our life as our life. And so it is, was, and shall be forever. And so it is.